Hi, you guys. I loved Julie and the Phantoms. I am so blessed that I was asked to interview you because I was not expecting to watch it. And then I did for the interviews, and I was like, this is amazing. Um, so first, Boo Boo, I love the dynamic with Alex. I hope to see that blossom into a beautiful relationship. But do you think that there is a happily ever afterlife for the two of them? And how do you feel about the dynamic?
Yeah, I love it too. And it's hard to say. I mean, we're obviously not writing the thing, but in my world, I think there is potential for a great relationship there. I really do. I think the chance meeting that we had was I don't know, it was one in a million. And I really think the dynamic we have is just actors and as scene partners and just as friends is very strong, and it shows through. And I don't know, it just worked so well, and it felt so natural, and it felt simple and easy, and just it felt like it should. And I would love to continue that and to explore it into what I would want to be a great relationship. Yes.
Fingers crossed. On the other hand, Caleb is the antithesis of all that is light and beautiful. Cheyenne, what is his motivation in your mind, and why do you think he is so voracious in his ambitions?
I mean, I have my own ideas as to why he is the way he is, but there are some questions that I want answered. And I asked the writers, and they said all will be revealed in season 2. So that was not a huge help. but I think what I love is I love the secrecy and kind of the like, what is his obsession with this band? Why these guys, and why is he so out for them? What is it about them specifically? Does he have a specific connection with one of them? Like, it's just, there's a lot of things decisions I made as an actor, and I hope they came through, because there's definitely, like, it can't just be that he just likes this band. There has to be something deeper. So
he was their fan in his life.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But speaking of, deeper backstories and questions that we may want answered, there is a really interesting dynamic between Willie and Caleb, where obviously Willie respects him, but is also afraid of him. And Caleb knows how to use him, and at the same time seems to kind of maybe treat him better than he does, say, the band. So how do you guys feel working together, and how do you perceive that dynamic between the two of you? Starting with,
I love.
sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead. No. I was just going to jump in. I love working with Boo Boo. I didn't really get to do much with him in the Descendants movie that we did, because we didn't really have stuff together. But Boo Boo is just easygoing, and he's a very still actor, and he's very subtle. And it was fun. We didn't talk about exactly why our characters had this connection. And I think sometimes that can make for a really interesting dynamic, because you don't know what the other actor has decided for their character as to why they have this connection. So a lot of that will come to the surface in a scene, but you don't know, like, what does Caleb have on him? Why is he his, like, servant boy? What is going on? I think there's lots of cool things that could be put in that in those answers.
Yeah, and I agree 100%. Like Cheyenne was saying, we didn't really get to work with each other one-on-one in Descendants, and so doing it here was like a pleasure, honestly. Cheyenne his presence is so powerful. Like, it's easy to be like at the mercy of like what he's saying. You know what I mean? So, there's not much like acting needed. You just listen to what he's saying. You're like, okay, and. Yeah, and I agree. Just diving deeper into their past, how they met, like, why it is that they have the relationship they do, and also connecting it with Alex, and that dynamic of being stuck in the middle between Caleb and Alex is very interesting, and where they meet. And yeah, just being able to do scenes with you, Cheyenne, has been so great, and hopefully we do it again.
Yeah.
I know, me too. I hope you sing. I want you to sing in season 2.
That's actually, I was going to ask that. Like, why doesn't Willie sing? Is he going to join the band maybe? If he did, what would be his position?
Just backup vocals in the triangle. I just in the
The triangle, yes.
That's funny.
The triangle hard.
Give him a bongo.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but speaking of, wonderful reunions, it's not just a reunion for the two of you, but also with Kenny Ortega, who worked on The Descendants. So has your collaborative process with him evolved any since then? Or just, is he cool? Yeah, Cheyenne.
Kenny is...
We're still getting used to the Zoom thing.
Yeah. I could talk about Kenny until the cows come home. Kenny is truly one of my favorite humans. He just is. And he will just call me out of the blue and say, like, how's your daughter? Or happy anniversary. Like, he actually cares about you as a person. And creatively, you just never stop learning from him. He has so much energy on set. He has so many ideas. He's open to your ideas. He's not married to one particular thing. It's like the best idea wins. And what a cool thing, especially for a lot of younger performers who haven't done a lot of stuff. He really empowers them to come up with stuff and to not be afraid to fail. There's no wrong answer. He'll just like, okay, let's try it again. Maybe try it this way. And no one tells a story like Kenny. Nobody. And he has stories, like he'll break into a Michael Jackson story or like a Madonna story. And you're just like, are you kidding me? It's that there's not a lot of people that have that connection to that many decades in Hollywood, but still have maintained that childlike wonder of creating art like Kenny does. He's magical, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is true. The truth. He is extremely magical. And 100% I agree on the story. Like literally, like anytime I could be on the other side of the room. And if I know that Kenny's breaking out into story, you better run. It's just to get like a good seat. Like it's kind of crazy. Like honestly, his stories will blow your mind. And yeah, he just gives everybody the same level of respect. He doesn't treat anybody better than the next person. Doesn't matter what your job is on set. Like literally he gives everybody the same amount of respect, and his leadership is something to follow. Like I really love it. Like I really do. And I have learned just so many just life things from Kenny. And just like, I always am like, can we go to dinner? Like when we're there with each other, just to talk to him, just to learn from him, honestly.
That's wonderful. Now my final question, starting with Booboo, say that. What was your favorite musical number from season 1?
Oh, it was the one that we did for sure. It was out of Hollywood. I'm like not saying it because we're in it, but no, it's just so like, I mean, it's obviously holds a special place in my heart because I thought it was really like, actually, here's a suggestion. I initially didn't say that Willie did a dance number. Oh. I suggested that to Kenny. I was like, Kenny, I have to like do something. Like I have to do something. Like I want to like dance in a little bit. And I thought my suggestion was going to be like, okay, just a little like number, like a little bit in it. Little did I know it was like the hardest part of the choreography. I'm like literally 2 days to learn the whole thing. I'm like, okay, come on. Dripping sweat, practicing in my hotel room after rehearsal ended, like playing the song over and over. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that to me, that it was just so much. That was actually our first, I believe that was the first thing we shot for the TV show too.
Oh, wow.
I think it was
That's
like
awesome.
The first day, like the first 5 days was that sequence.
That's crazy.
And so to start off with a bang like that, it was just such a like staple of this is what we're going to do. Like, here it is.
That's amazing. Well, you guys both were incredible. And now I must run away from the pain. But thank you so much. And I really hope I get to see season 2.
Thank you.
Thank you.